Welcome back. After a day of a good amount of sunshine across the area, we've got a few fair weather clouds making their way back in the Marblehead Lighthouse Cam. Things very quiet out there toward the shores of Lake Erie. And it has been an excellent summer for not only recreation on Lake Erie, but also heard the fishing has been outstanding in western Lake Erie. Current temperatures, we are in the upper 70s, just shy of 80 degrees, right where we expected we'd come in today with relatively low levels of humidity. Still no rain out there, and it's going to be just about 24 hours out before we get that next chance of rain. Now, there is a slight uptick in the risk of a few strong to severe storms, and I'm going to keep a close eye on this tomorrow afternoon and evening, mainly I-75 and west. And we still feel that this is going to be fairly isolated with the risk of severe weather. Greater threats going to be out there toward northern Indiana. Still, as it stands, though, it is a level 2 out of 5 risk of any strong to severe storms. Things have been fairly quiet across our area. And speaking of quiet, they've also been quiet as we approach the peak of hurricane season across much of the tropics. Now, this is due to an exceptionally strong El Nino that has developed. Now, over the next 2 days, there is a 70% chance of tropical development from a stronger wave that has come off of Africa. Now, ironically enough, if this becomes the next named storm, the next one on the list is Dolly in the wake of today's news. So interesting, we'll watch that in the next 48 hours. There may be a new named tropical system out there in the Atlantic. Hour by hour forecast, we have clouds that are going to be fairly sparse through the evening tonight, mostly clear conditions, and by tomorrow morning we are expected to still stay dry. There is a cold front coming into the area. That will be late in the day Wednesday, and here it comes, sparks up that chance of some showers and storms. It's a very narrow band of some storms, but they could contain some gusty winds and some brief downpours and also the risk of lightning. That would move into the area between 4 p.m. and 10 p.m., bringing us at least the chance of some rain, but also a few isolated strong to severe storms as that does push through the area. We return back toward mainly dry weather as we get into our Thursday then. So storm chance will increase after 4 p.m., should be dry much the early part of the day, and those weather impacts with any of those storms, biggest threat's going to be some strong gusty winds, some lightning, and some brief passing heavy downpours. Boating forecast out there on Lake Erie. We're looking at waves generally a foot or less. And the 10-day forecast does dry out Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And the heat returns by the end of the weekend and early next week, back toward 90 on Monday.